everyone, another Trey here, and welcome to the Void, because today we're going on a quick adventure at the very beginning here to find some things that we need to go further in our Apotheosis adventure. One of the things that we're going to need is a dragon head. We're also going to need a bunch of end rods. I took all the end rods off of this tower that's just floating in the void, but now I'm going to be kind of randomly floating off in any given direction looking for islands in the end. I'm surprised that we haven't actually come to the end yet. For some reason, I was thinking that we had, but it doesn't look like I've found anything here. There's nothing on the map, so I'm going to assume we haven't. So I'm going to look around for a little while until I find an island, and then I'll be right back. All right, it looks like we found our first end island. So while we're here, I think what I want to do is snatch up. There's a couple resources here that I would like to grab. One of them is this stuff. Anglicite ore. We're going to take that. That's part of the big reactors mod, which we'll probably get into at some point. Endstone is from Oratech. We're going to definitely take some of these flowers so that we can grow our own chorus fruit. I believe if we break this guy, that's going to give us a bunch of that. Take some more of this. I'm going to look around for an end city. There's also some special plants here from the Delight mods. We're not going to grab those right now, but I am going to look around for an end city. Oh, there's also a lot of draconium here. We're definitely going to need that. We're going to ignore the endermen that are everywhere. There are also some bees here that we might get into at some point. We'll see. Bees are a little bit boring to record. So if you guys are interested, let me know and we'll get into bees. Otherwise, I might just skip that one. But for now, I'm going to hop around here in the nether for a while and see if I can find an end city, and then I'll be back. Here's an interesting little building. I don't know for sure what mod this is from, but there are some end rods here, so I'm going to go ahead and take these. That's another Delight thing. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm just going to take all the little rods that are around here, and then I'm going to continue looking for an end city. Looks like we found a tiny little end city, which I don't think is going to have what we need, because we actually need the... Yeah, we need one of the flying ships, which I don't think this is a big enough city to have. So we're just going to take the end rods here. I think there's probably some... yeah, some of these guys here we can take. Gonna get us our first shulker box. Well, or not. Oh, you know what? We don't have looting on this sword, so I guess the odds of getting a shulker box aren't 100%. So I'm just gonna take these end rods and then continue on my way. Shulker box. Whoa, here's a big cool structure. What is this? Advancement 3 little birds. Find an aviary. This is cool. What? A skeleton with a guardian on his head? Wow, that was cool. He couldn't even shoot me until I got the guardian off his head. This is so strange. There's grass here? There's a library down here. Why is this called an aviary? I don't see any birds. Okay, so these guys make us float when they shoot us, which is kind of annoying. So we're going to get out of here. Oh. Okay. Maybe that's why it's called an aviary. It spawns giant phantoms. Interesting. This is cool. This must be from one of those jungle... Oh, you know what? There's a dragon head. Let's take that. Yeah, we got a dragon head. One of the main things we came here for. Is there any more cool things here? What's in this barrel? Diamond knife, don't need that. We will take this nether scrap because we know how often we need those. This is interesting. We get another dragon head? Because I don't think we need more than one, but hey, it's a dragon head. Enchanted golden egg. Don't know what that does. We'll take that. Always take diamonds. I never set up a way to get all of our stuff back to base, like, automatically. So, we're gonna continue on our way. That's cool. We might come back there at some point to check that out further. Oh, this is from Draconic Evolution. This is a Draconium meteor. And it has a ton of Draconium around it. So what I'm actually going to do is come up to this guy and see how much of this I can get real quick. I know there's a bunch inside of here. So if I break this outside one, it's going to go slowly because it's breaking a whole bunch of them in the middle. And it's going to give us a whole bunch of Draconium. Oh, yeah. Didn't even fit in our inventory. Luckily, the magnet saved it. So can we put some of this stuff? Magnet save it. See if we can get over a piece of land. Oh, there we go. I needed somewhere to land. Let's go ahead and throw this stuff in our backpack. That was a lot of Draconium dust. That is awesome. Glad it didn't fall into the void. I'm going to run around and grab a bunch more of this and then look for a city again. Yoink. All right. So we've got an end city. It looks like we still don't have an end ship, though. Yeah, there's still not a ship here, which is really what we're looking for. I guess we don't technically need it since we already have the dragon head, which is really what we want. Do we have... Let's pull out our... Let's go ahead and get our compass. Where did our compass go? This guy. Can we look for an end ship? Is that what it's called? Shipwreck ship. Villager warship. Shipwreck. No. I don't know if it's called something else, but it doesn't... What if I just type in end? Is that going to show end city, end house, end villager outpost? Let's find an end villager outpost. See what that looks like. Oh, here we go. That's cool. I know this is a mod that I installed. That's pretty cool. So it's got the end rods, and then what's this? Just purple glass? That's cool. Are there any villagers here? I assume that's why it's called... Oops. I assume that's why it's called an end villager outpost, that there would be villagers here, but let's find out. I hear them. We got a bell. Lectern. Hello? I hear them. They sound like they're like right here, but I don't... Oh, there they are. Hey. This is a pretty cool place you guys got here. This is neat. You sell anything special, or are you just regular villagers? Yeah, he's just a mason, so they just sell... But that's cool that there's like villages in the end here. It's a little tight, but I mean, when you have a place that looks this cool... Oh, this goes up for a while. It goes out the top. That's cool that it's like shaped like a moon. They're like living in a moon. That's really neat. Oh yeah, the ladder goes the whole way up the back there. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's gonna be... I think that's gonna be our thumbnail. Right there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I guess we're gonna go back now. We have everything we need. I would have liked to find another dragon egg, but I think we'll be okay. Let's go ahead and head home. Where is this guy? Let's go head back. And deposit some of our ill-begotten gains. Let's go ahead and throw all this stuff in here. That doesn't have a home yet, I don't think. So let's take the Anglicite. Did we have... Yeah, we had this stuff. So I guess, can we... Let's take you out of there. We need a key. Man, we have so much stuff now. Let's throw our dragon head just in here for now. And then... I guess we have a guardian. We just have a whole guardian Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. Let's throw our seeds in here so they're out of the way. I guess we can just, we don't get many of these, so let's throw the shulker shell in there. We probably should have put that in the mob drop section, but oh well. Let's go ahead and put our chorus fruit in here. Where is our key? This guy. Let's key up. Ah. All right, so that's empty. We'll throw our anglicite in there, and then our dimensional shards like that. Cool. Those back in there. Our diamonds already have a home. Do we have a home for the prismatic shards? Probably not. Let's go ahead and throw those there. Cool. All right, the end rods we'll just go ahead and throw in the system. We're not going to get a ton of those. The chorus flowers we're going to throw in here until we need them. There's a couple of these things that we're not going to need. We don't need these or these. Are going to throw our singularities. How many singularities are we up to, by the way? 2,659 singularities. That is awesome. Enchanted egg. We're going to throw that in here. We don't want to accidentally eat that. I think, so the episode that I made, the backpack upgrade that automatically feeds us, and then there was something that got eaten. I went back and looked at the video, and it was one of those eggs. So I think that was a bit of a waste, but oh well. In the meantime, let's get rid of this fish. We also have a ton of wheat. Where did we get all this wheat? I also wanted to stick an end waystone at that city. Totally forgot to do that. Oh well, we'll stick that in the backpack. All right, so continuing on with Apotheosis. The next thing we're going to want after the glowing hell shelves, this gets us up to level what? 60? So let's go ahead and look up shelves. And next thing we're going to want to do is the echoing deep shelf, I think. We're going to want deep shelves. So in order to make these, we're just going to need cracked deep slate tiles and books. So cracked deep slate tiles are pretty easy. We just make the deep slate tiles and go through all the steps. Do we have, where's our, what did we do with our dank null? We threw it in a backpack for some reason. All right, so dank null, do we have deep slate in here? Blackstone, tough, deep slate. Here we go. Now the deep slate, I believe we could just go like that and then like that and then like that. And that will get us a stack of deep slate tiles. And then we should just be able to throw it in a furnace. That'll get us our cracked deep slate tiles. And with those, we can make these. Didn't we just grab a bunch of shelves? Yeah, I took a whole bunch of books, I mean, from that place that I was just in. So dormant deep shelves. So these will get us a max of 30, which we're way beyond already. And then if we enchant them, we'll get the just regular deep shelves, not the dormant ones. So that'll get us up to a max of 70. What are we at right now? 65? No, we're at 60. So that'll get us up to 70. And then the echoing deep shelves will take us up to 75. That requires echo shards, which I know we have at least one of because I had said we were going to need these. That also requires candles, though. We don't have those yet. Can we do this without those? The soul touched ones require skulk. Those get us also up to 75. 5 Eterna, 15 Quanta. So those have a ton of Quanta involved in them. Let's see. And then that goes up to echoing skulk shelves, which get us up to 80. Those are made from echoing deep shelves. Soul touch skulk shelves. Those are made from the soul touched ones. So are these the same? No, one has 15 Quanta, one has 15 Arcana. So I know we're going to need warden tendrils, which means we're going to have to kill wardens. But let's do this one step at a time. Let's do our deep shelves. So in order to get those up, we're going to need a couple of those. Let's make a bunch of these. Just make like 10 of them for now, just so we have them. And then those get enchanted into deep shelves. do we need to make those into deep shelves? We need 60 levels, which we have, but what else do we need? We need 60 levels, we need 40 Quanta and 40 Arcana. What do we have as far as, so we're short a little bit of Arcana. I think that's actually what we were working on. We were trying to get that last bit of Arcana. But in order to do that, we needed one more glowing hell shelf. Do we have that extra hell shelf? No, I think that's why we had one hell shelf. So we are going to need a potion of regeneration. Get this guy. These. And then we need to enchant him. And then we need to make him into a glowing hell shelf, which was made with, I think, just 3 of these, right? Yep. And then if we replace this guy, one of those, that should get us up to 40 Arcana. And then we can enchant these. Yeah, we can. So if I then take a deep shelf, right now we're at what? 60. Come on, get out of the way. Right now we're at 60 Eterna. This can let us go up to 70. So let's put one of those there. That'll put us up to 65. And then if we do that, that should get us up to 70. Cool. Yep. So we're up to 70, 85, and 50. What's our next step? So we're up to 70. Echoing will get us up to 75. What do we need to make end shelves? End shelves will take us up to 90. We need infused dragon's breath, and that requires us to get up to level 80. So in order to get to 80, what do we need? So we need either soul touch skulk shelves or echoing skulk shelves. So the first thing we're going to need is a warden tendril, which means we're going to have to try to kill a warden. In order to do that, let's see if we can get some enchantments for our chest armor, or for our armor in general. So there we got protection 5. I don't really care about the rest of that, but it's okay. Let's get some enchantments on here. Another protection 5. That's really what we're interested in. We want to take as little damage from the warden as possible. Stick this guy in here. It's going to give us life mending, which we don't really want. Unbreaking 5. Let's take the enchantments off of this guy. So while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and do boots. Fire protection 6. This is going to give us a bunch of swiftness and a bunch of swim speed. Let's. All right, so it actually doesn't even feel that fast, but that's because we took our legs off to disenchant them. But I don't really want that either. I want. Let's throw that in there, and then throw our pants back in here again. See if we can get some protection. So there's protection 5. I'll take that. What else did it have? Projectile protection, unbreaking, and health. Yeah, we'll take that. Health is good. And then we'll take our boots back again. In here. Do we run out of levels? What do we run out of here? Oh, we ran out of lapis. Let's get some lapis. Should also set up the system to automatically put lapis into the enchanting table. That might not be a bad idea, and that'd be pretty easy to do. Except for that block. I don't like that. Stick that in there. Level 70. So stable footing. I don't even know what that does. Fire protection. Nope. We got the life thing on there again. Let's get rid of those. Feather falling is good, but we don't need it. And life mending is not good. So let's throw that away. So there we got another protection 5. That's really all we needed. Let's also get some good enchantments on our sword so we can do some serious damage. Capturing 5 is good, but really what we want is something to deal more damage. So smite, I don't think affects the warden. Knockback, we don't want. Let's get rid of that. Did we get... so we got attack speed. That's good. And then we also wanted looting. We only have 2 of... Sharpness is good. We have 5 of that. I don't really care about Bane of Arthropods. So there's attack speed 4, vampirism 4, sweeping edge 4. Those are all good. But let me go through and do this a bunch of times. Get all the enchantments that we want, because attack speed's good, capturing is good, looting is good, and I think just sharpness is the only other thing that I really want. Maybe vampirism. Vampirism's good too. All right, so what I think we're going to do is we're going to go for the attack speed 4, capturing 5, looting we have up to 4, sharpness we have up to 5, stunning, sweeping edge, do I care about that? Yeah, probably. Let's take that. Sweeping edge 5, vampirism we'll take up to 4, and that's it. And then we just go ahead and throw all these on here. And now we should have a pretty crazy sword. Yeah, sweeping edge 5, sharpness 5, looting 4, attack speed 4, capturing 5, and vampirism 4. Awesome. So let's see if we can't hunt ourselves a warden. Let's see. We got Ancient City here. All right. So the warden is never a joke. Yeah, there's already a warden out here, actually. Even when you have this crazy of equipment, he very likely will still kill me. Okay. So maybe we're a little stronger than I thought. Got him. Warden meat. Warden tendril. Do we have another warden? Oh, there's a bunch of them around here. We actually were way stronger than I expected us to be. So I actually think, you know what? We're going to take these candles too, because I keep saying that we don't have candles, but they're all over the city. So let's take some candles because we're going to need them. Any more candles? Yep. These are regular candles, right? Hello? This place is way less creepy when you have night vision. If I take my helmet off and then it looks like this, it's way creepier. So we're just going to leave that on and let's grab some candles. I kind of think I want to kill another warden. How many candles is that? Yeah. Oh. I thought we had like 2 more wardens running around here. We know we can kill a warden if we need to. Let's go ahead and jump back to base with our warden tendril. It's a really cool effect when you bring it back home with you. Let's see. So we got our warden tendril. So we're going to want to enchant another one of these guys. And then if we look at our shelves again. So echoing deep shelf, soul touch deep shelf. So is this what we want? A soul touched deep shelf into a soul touched skulk shelf. So we need to make the soul touched deep shelf first, which means we need a soul lantern and 3 skulk. Is it hard to make a soul lantern? I don't think so. So let's do soul touch deep shelf. Can we make one of these boys? And one of these guys. And soul touch deep shelf. Yeah. Okay. That was super easy. And then in order to make a soul touch deep shelf into a soul touched skulk shelf, we just need all this stuff. Easy peasy. So we got that. That'll allow us to go up to level 80. Can we do that just by replacing this guy? How high is that going to get us? Yeah, so that took us immediately to level 80. Then with level 80, the next thing we want to work on are end shelves, right? Which means we're going to need... These will get us up to 90. And then the Draconic end shelf, we're going to need one of those to get us up to 100. So the Draconic end shelf is an end shelf with a bunch of ender pearls and a dragon head. Let's go ahead and grab our dragon head. Where are you? Okay, oops, sorry. There we go. The Draconic end shelf is end shelf. We do need an infused dragon's breath, which means we're going to need one of these boys. And then I think we should just be able to... What does it take to make an infused dragon's breath? So we need between 15 and 30 quanta. I think our quanta is way too high. What is our quanta at right now? 100. All right. So we need to bring that quanta down. We look at our shelves. You know what? We can do melon shelves. That will bring our quanta down, but it'll also bring our Eterna down. We have echoing deep shelves don't have any quanta. We want to make some of those. That's just going to require some echo shards and a bunch of candles, which we gathered the candles. So let's go ahead and we have echo shards. I know I had grabbed an extra one because I said we were going to need them later. Ah, there it is. Can we multiply this guy? Yes. So that'll get us a bunch of echo shards. And then if we make... What I think I want to do is make a bunch of these and then turn them into those echoing deep shelves. Echoing. Okay. Then if we replace... What gives us the most quanta? Actually, this guy. We should have made the echoing one. The echoing skull shelf, not the soul touch. Well, let's go ahead and replace these. Those. That gets us down to 80 quanta. What did we need? Between 15 and 30. And so I think we also want to replace these. Let's make another dormant shelf. I need more of that. Slate. All right, and then we got to awaken these boyos. And those get turned into echoing boyos, but they need to be multiplied. Oops. Those with us. We want these. It's out of candles already. Right, that's 4 more of those. That will replace these. right, so now we're down to 60 quanta. We've got what? 3 more here. Can we just get rid of these at this point? Still at 80. Still at 80. Still at 80. Yep. Can we get rid of this boy? Okay, so now we're down to 76. Put these here. Put these here. We're down to 76, so we got to go back up. I think we might want to replace the Soul Touch Skulk Shelf. Let's see. Let's make another shelf. One of these. Awaken it. Okay, and then we want to turn this into a echoing deep shelf, right? Buy these some more. We're also going to need some more levels soon. Actually, already do. Let's... Oh, we might need some more of that other stuff. So let's go ahead and retrieve all these levels. Starting to run low on levels already. Let's see. To multiply these boyos. Oh, you know what? We need this. More lapis. Okay. Then, if we throw one of these guys in here, infusion criteria not met. What do you need more quanta to do this? Oh yeah, that needs 50% quanta. Okay, well, we'll still have an extra one, so that's fine. Let's get this quanta down a little bit. Let's do... we don't want to do the Soul Touch, because that's the one that has all the quanta. We want to do the Echoing. And then with the Echoing, we can make... an Echoing Skulk Shelf? Yeah. Oh, we need another Warden Tendril. All right. Let's go find our buddy. Let's see. Ancient City. All right. Where's me boyo? Come on. Anybody here that wants to yell out for Mr. Warden? Earlier, all I had to do was like run around a little bit and like wardens were everywhere. But of course, now that I can kill them, they're not going to be anywhere. While we're here, we might as well check some chests, see if we can find some more echo shards. So we don't have to waste as many levels on multiplying them. Oh, there's one. Wow. I've never seen a chest with 9 echo shards in it. That's crazy. Darkness 1. Where are you? Up. Where you at? There you are. I'm surprised he really can't hurt me at all. Oh. Warden Tendril? Warden Tendril. Yay. Eat. Okay, so now we should be able to make another Echoing Skulk Shelf. Echoing. This one has 10 quanta. You know what? That's not that much better. Chronic End Shelf would be nice, but that's why we need this. So we might need to make a Melon Shelf. Let's make the Soul Touch Skulk Shelf, except we need a Soul Touch Deep Shelf. I thought we had one of those. Oh, we want the Echoing Skulk Shelf. That's right. Ugh, almost messed it up again. All right, so let's go ahead and take our Soul Touched Skulk Shelf, replace that with our our Echoing Skulk Shelf. We're now at 35. What did we need for the Dragon's Breath? I think it was between 15 and 30. So how do we get rid of a little bit more? How do we even have that much? Let's see. The Echoing Skulk shelf can come down. But now we're down to 66. Echoing Deep Shelves. Do we just make more Echoing Deep Shelves since we have 1 billion shards now? This guy we put somewhere out of the way because we don't use him. At least not in this build. So let's put him in there. Let's get our Echoing Skulk Shelf. Oh, did we not put that up? Oh, we took it down. So we leave that there for now. But then we get rid of this guy. And this guy. These are all fine. So where are we at? We're at 25, which should be good, right? Except these deep shelves need to be turned into Echoing Deep Shelves, right? That'll do it. So, Echoing Deep Shelf. Yeah. And Echoing Deep Shelf. Cool. And now we're only at 76. That's a problem. Yeah, because I think that needs to be 80. So do we need another? I think we need another Echoing. That guy gives 10 Eterna. These give what? 5. So if I take him out, what does that do? Puts us down to 66. I think what we need is another Echoing Deep Shelf. Let's go ahead and make another one. A Dormant Deep Shelf, and then we enchant him. We need level 60, and we need 40 Quanta. Okay. So we need a little bit more Quanta. Let's go ahead and take this guy back out, I think. And put him there. That'll put us at our 40. And then we'll enchant this guy. And then he needs to be turned into an Echoing. Echoing Deep Shelf. And then if we replace him with him, we're still only at 79, which means we're going to need... Let's go ahead and take that guy out. Then make one more Echoing. In order to do that, we got to put this guy back, right? So he goes here to make our 40. Then we enchant that. And then we turn this into another Echoing. We're missing some candles? Okay. We run to the city and grab some candles. Oh, geez, they're everywhere here. Great, and then we make our Echoing Deep Shelf, our last one. Place this guy. Okay, now we should be able to do this. Yay! All right, so we got 3 infused Dragon's Breath. That will allow us to make an end shelf. I don't want a Draconic end shelf, which just requires an end shelf. Which requires the infused Dragon's Breath. Okay. So, in order to make that, did I grab any endstone? Do I need endstone? I need endstone bricks. So, let me check my dank. I don't think I did. Nope, I didn't even start grabbing it. So, let me run to the end quick and get some endstone, and I'll be right right back. All right, so now we got a whole bunch of end stone. Let's lock that. I think in order to make the end stone bricks, we just go like that. Yep. And then we should be able to make an end shelf, which is going to require a regular bookshelf. And in order to turn that into a draconic end shelf, we just do that. So that'll give us 20 Eterna right off the bat. And I think we put... well... let's go ahead and put our bookshelves back down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Puts us at 95. What else did I break? Echoing deep shelf. Did I break it here? Yep, so that puts us at level 100. Let's go ahead and fill our wall back in. Cool. Okay, so now we're at level 100, which means we should be able to get our level 100 enchantments, which is awesome. And then we can also make our Library of Alexandria. So if we look at the Library of Alexandria, that's going to require our enchantment library, and then our level 100, and then between 45 and 50 quanta and 100 Eterna. So we're going to have to raise our quanta up, which should be pretty easy. I think we can do... that's Arcana. Let's get some of our glowing hell shelves in place instead of these. What do we want to be? We want to be between 45 and 50. So if I break and I put in these, that's 35. That's 45, but now our Eterna is down to 95. If I go this back to an echoing, is that going to fix it? No, we're still at level 95. What if we put in our Soul Touch Skulk shelf? Now we're at 155, and what was it for this guy? Between 45 and 50. So we actually don't want this one. We want Echoing Skulk shelf. Is that going to fix it? That should do it. And then if I break this, am I going to lose all my enchantments, or are they just going to pop out? Oh no, it has them all in there still. And then if we go like that, require 100 levels, which we don't have. We only have 84. So if we take all those, that's still only going to put us at 86. There's an enchantment we want to find. We throw this guy in here. It's called Knowledge of the Ages. Have we found any Knowledge of the Ages yet? Let's throw that guy in there. I don't think we have, no. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find a Knowledge of the Ages enchantment. You know what else we need in here is... so I actually just got it. Knowledge of the Ages is one of the enchantments that I was looking for. We pulled it off of here, and then if I look through here, I should find Knowledge of the Ages 1. I would like to get it higher than that, but for now, go ahead and pull it out. Yeah, so it's just Knowledge of the Ages. I would like Knowledge of the Ages 2 or 3, but we just ran out of levels to do that, because now I can't enchant at level 80. So I'm going to go ahead and just roll with Knowledge of the Ages 1 for now. Basically what Knowledge of the Ages does is... where did my book go? Right here. It makes the drops of enemies... it makes the enemies not drop their drops. And it instead increases the experience that they drop by a crazy amount. I don't want to change this sword. This is my good sword, so we're actually going to make another one. Cool. So now we have Knowledge of the Ages 1 on this guy. Let's go ahead and throw our other sword in here, and then let's take a quick trip to the end again, because there's so many Endermen running around. End Island Tower, and then see how much experience we get. So we're level 68 right now. So with Knowledge of the Ages 1, it's not super fast. We are going up in levels, but it's a little bit slow. We've actually come to the end of the episode, guys. I think what I'm going to do is between episodes, I'm going to build up a bunch of experience so that we can get more enchantment, get some more enchanting done so that we can get some higher levels of Knowledge of the Ages. I am still pulling all the levels out of the mob farm as well. This is also a little bit slow. We might want to work on a way of making a faster mob farm as far as experience goes. What we can also do, actually, I just thought about, was we can swap this sword out for the one that has Knowledge of the Ages, and that will actually make the experience in here go up way faster. It'll stop drops from dropping, but we'll be getting our experience a lot faster, which may be the play right now. I'm just going to let this run for a while in between episodes, and then I'll try to get more Knowledge of the Ages. When we come back, we should be able to get our Library of Alexandria, and we'll start working on some new projects, because with this Draconic End Shelf, we have officially hit the top tier of Apotheosis. With that in place, we have level 100 enchantments. We got Quanta as low or as high as we need it just by swapping out our bookshelves. And yeah, that's our enchanting setup. We'll also work on at some point getting like the actual enchantments that we want on these. Now that we're at level 100, we can get much higher levels of protection and looting and fortune and that kind of stuff. So for now, that's going to be an episode with our enchanting all completed. The next episode, I think I want to start to get ready to upgrade our applied energistics system with a quantum computer. I know I want to work on that very, very soon. I also want to get this guy automated, so maybe we'll do that next episode and get it out of the way. But yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. If you like the episode, go ahead and give it a like. Subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.